Working, it is. I should look at the fucking camera, shouldn't I? That's my gimmick. Actually, this is probably way earlier than I do it. It's November 14th. It's only 9 o'clock. Usually I make these around 2 in the morning or something, right? So I had my visit at the Cleveland Clinic, and it was pretty terrible. I told you guys I would update, so I am. There's 9:04, right? Just to make sure I don't go over time. 9:03. It's pretty close, right? Do-do-do-do-do-do. So yeah, the Cleveland Clinic, right? They're supposed to be a great hospital, yada yada yada. So I went there because I've been on disability for a long time now. You know, things are just getting worse. Obviously, the main reasons I was going there is because, I guess, just remembers I was dying in hospital in 2008 for a while with that C. diff, what my doctors fucked me up with, and I've had a lot of permanent side effects from that. You know, bloating. Gotta look at the camera, right? The bloating, you know, fatigue, trouble eating, all that kind of stuff, and then I had that blood clot in 2011. You know what I mean? And the fatigue, and I have this vertigo and dizziness, and started getting those tumors in 2011 as well, all over, you know, neurogenic fibromas, tumors down there, that kind of stuff. Fatigue, yada yada yada. I still haven't been able to read a book. This sort of makes me look really fat, doesn't it? And then I had that flu shot in 2011, and I had a bad reaction to that. I lost a lot of my hair. I collapsed again on Yeah, I was collapsing after I had the flu shot, or the blood clot too. I'm already rambling. And, you know, I don't have high blood pressure anymore. I've actually had low blood pressure since I had the flu shot, and I've had a lot of weird symptoms. I've had all this pain in my side, and, you know, my libido has dropped a lot. um, and, you know, my testosterone levels have been dropping, and I've been anemic on one of those tests for some reason, and, you know, the fatigue. Yeah, I guess if anyone, you know, I've been fucked up, right? Things are getting pretty bad. Can't even fucking read about it. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so I went to Cleveland Clinic. Let's talk about how shitty it was. Right when I first got there, my little buddy Pikachu died. I've had him since high school, and his battery died. That's a pretty bad omen, dude. I had him for like 14. Maybe since I was 14. So 13 years about, or something like that. I've had him a long time, so he died. That's a bad omen. Anyway, right when I got there, they lost all my fucking records. Because they said you send all your records to Cleveland Clinic, right? So I've been on years for disability for about 10 years now. And sent them all that stuff, which is a big hassle because if anyone knows me, you know, when I sued my doctors, you know what I mean? It's very hard to get my records now because of everything that fucking happened. And so St. Joseph Mercy, U of M, Henry Ford, I got them all to send records. And then you're just supposed to bring in like the last 2 years of your blood test. So all I brought with is like the last 2 years of like my blood test kind of shit. And I already knew things were going bad because, you know, it takes months just to get in, right? You know what I mean? And right when they were calling me, they sent me the wrong schedule. They had scheduled me wrong right from the appointments right from the get go, and you know, so things were already going bad. Cause I was like, they sent me the shit. I'm like, that's not the appointments I made, and I had to fix that. And whatever the case, I double and like triple checked that they actually had everything before I went there, and they said they did. But first appointment, you know what I mean? They're like, yeah, we don't have anything. We lost it. Wow, fucking great, dude, right? And it just went downhill. I mean, my first appointment was probably like an hour and a half or something, which wasn't even enough to really get it. It was probably not an hour and a half, but an hour. And so I complained about a lot. Well, I had to start. I'm rambling a lot because it's like I'm losing the patience to even complain. um, it did, you know what I mean? So the first visit wasn't that bad because I mean, I didn't get to complain about everything, but it's hard to complain about when you've been sick for 10 years about everything. But anyway, so that appointment wasn't that bad because at least it was like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Second appointment, I see the stomach doctor, and you know what I mean? I don't even really get to complain about the stomach kind of shit that bothers me. You know what I mean? I got this bloating, I can't lose weight, even though, like, you know, I'm the most healthy person I know. All I do is when I'm not fucked up is I try to work out, you know? And, so they're more concerned about, they're like, I'm all this stomach pain, the bloating, I'm concerned about that bullshit. Well, they looked at, the one test like, wait, why do you have a test saying that you have this clotting thing? Why do you have a test saying you're like dying from liver stuff? It's like, right, it's like, I've been told I'm dying before. It's like, what are you gonna do, right? I mean, she's like, why aren't you taking this seriously? It's like, well, I've already been in the hospital dying before. I've been told I'm dying. It's just kind of like, what am I gonna do now? You know what I mean, dude? So she was more concerned about that, which I guess I should be happy that she was concerned or something. But it's like, dude, you don't know. I don't guess you don't get it. It's like I've already had a pretty shitty life, even before my doctors fucked me up, and even before I was told I was dying, all this kind of crap. You know what I mean? So, I'm losing my train of thought. So whatever. She's more concerned about that diet. Why I have these like random records saying that I'm dying and these blood tests or something like that. I'm like, dude, that's not really what I'm concerned about. But I guess she maybe took that as like, I don't know, dude. It was fucking terrible. And I'm like, that's not really what I came. I'm more concerned about like the shit that is going on while I'm alive. You know what I mean? But I guess people don't know my personality. Maybe the first time I just kind of like ambivalent. I don't really give a fuck about a lot of things. But so that's that appointment and whatever. I got scheduled for appointments that I didn't even make. For some reason, I got there and I had some rehab medicine specialist, which I guess to go back, I had a spine doctor visit, right? The spine doctor I saw was literally maybe a 15-minute appointment or 20-minute appointment. It's fucking terrible. Like, my back doctor at U of M is way better than that. Like, he gives me like almost an hour appointments, even to this day, every time I see him. And it's like, I just drove all this way, spent all this money, and you give me like a 15, 20-minute appointment. And just like, he was not helpful whatsoever. And he was basically like, well, since you've tried so many things, I would do something for you like an extensive rehab kind of medicine, physical therapy. Like, it'd be, he said it'd be like 5 days a week, 8 hours a day for 3 weeks. I'm like, yeah, well, I don't fucking live down here, so I think it's going to be pretty hard to fucking do that, right? Anyway, so then I had this appointment that I had scheduled was called rehab medicine, which they actually, I guess, fucking scheduled me for to do that. I don't fucking live in Ohio, dude. Why are you scheduling me for like a fucking, what does it say? 3 weeks, 8 hours a day for 5 days the week or whatever. It's like, dude, I don't live down here. How the fuck did they schedule this appointment? So that appointment was totally fucking useless, you know what I mean? And spine doctor, like I said, he gave me a 20-minute appointment, maybe. So that's pretty pointless. Wow, one of those pieces of hair looked really long right there. Anyway, so that wasn't good. I was supposed to have a neurology appointment, which is obviously pretty important to me since I have chronic migraines and cluster headaches. And for some reason, I got there and they scheduled me for a fucking sleep study. It says neurology on the paper, so when I had first been sent stuff, so I thought it was okay. But they scheduled me, but then I guess I got there and the neurologist like, it's a sleep study. It's like, why the fuck? You're scheduling me for a sleep study when I'm not going to be there. That's fucking retarded. You know what I mean? And first of all, and even if I was going to be there, obviously I'm on a way different schedule there. Like, you got to do a sleep study, kind of like your schedule. Because I've had it before and I've had sleep apnea, but whatever, dude. So that was fucking pointless. So I didn't even get to see a neurologist, which is very important because I guess if it matters, before I was at Cleveland Clinic, I did like a vestibular testing stuff, and they said I have like 28% damage in my ear or something from after I collapsed, I guess. I don't know. So it fucked me. Maybe that's why my dizziness. I mean, I have this vertigo, and I can't read. It's really fucking annoying. And the weird thing is, though, they said it's in my left ear, and I always have these chronic ear infections in my right ear. Yet, I guess this test said that my left ear is fucked. Go figure. It's more fucked than the right one. Go figure, right? So I didn't get to see neurology, so that's pointless. Urologist, for some reason, I got scheduled with erectile dysfunction urologist. It's not what I scheduled, but because I was like, I even got there and they gave me some paper. It's like, hey, erectile dysfunction or something isn't technically isn't like not medically necessary or something. I'm like, what do you mean you scheduled me for erectile dysfunction or some kind of bullshit? That's not the appointment I made. I got a fucking tumor. I got all this other shit. And they're like, oh, well, okay, well, so they agreed. So like, yeah, I guess we fucked up or something. But they're like, we'll have this other doctor see you. So they sent me to this doctor. Like, some doctor agreed to see me. I guess he's like the director or something of urology in North America or some bullshit. And I asked him about the tumors, and he was like, he's like, well, Clayton, I'm not like a specialist on like tumors and all that kind of stuff, but I've been like the director of the head of urology of North America for the past 7 years. So I got to talk to a lot of doctors about that kind of stuff in that area. And he's like, I've never heard of anyone with a tumor like that before in that area either. So I don't think any doctor's going to know what to do with you because I got that tumor. It's on the corpus cavernous and the urethra. So right where the blood goes to the penis. It's like in the taint, if you know what I mean. Like right like inside tubes, and there's like all this pressure and it fucking hurts, and I don't know. So I got things like, yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna know what to do about it. So I was like, what are you gonna do, right? He wasn't a bad guy, I guess, but I mean, whatever. So that appointment wasn't what I scheduled, but of course, like I said, my testosterone's been low, and they did say maybe put me on some like testosterone replacement or something like that. So they gave me something like Clomid I could try, or just like regular testosterone. But it's like, if you take regular testosterone though, you might not be able to have kids anymore. It's kind of like, do I give a fuck? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know how much longer I'm gonna be alive. I'm not thinking about fucking having kids. You know what I mean? So I don't know what to do. All I know is, like I said, I've been having lower testosterone since I had this flu shot a little bit after. Yeah, so I don't want to do it about that because that kind of makes me nervous because so many medicines have given me side effects. I know my friends are, I have some pretty good friends that are like, well, maybe you won't be as gay anymore once you take testosterone or something. But trying to make it funny, right? Got to laugh about things when things are going bad. So I don't know, I ramble now. I gotta go fast. Yeah, so that didn't go too good. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that kind of shit because it just makes me scared that something's gonna happen. Although technically, people say I'm in pretty good shape as I am, so maybe I actually won't have to work out to be as buff anymore as much. I don't know. So, anyways, that went bad. I had an endocrinologist appointment that was fucking like 15 or 20 minutes, and I should go back. I had a rheumatologist appointment, right? And the dude was right when I saw the dude, he was like looking at this report from because I saw like an internal medicine first, and she wrote down like a little bit of, she wrote down like a general gist of ideas, right? And so right when I got to this dude, he just was reading the record of what she wrote, and he was so fucking anal about how it was written. He's like, "Oh, that's a spelling error. That's a spelling error there." And I'm like, "Dude, can we just like?" I wasted all my fucking time coming here. I just want to talk to you. Don't read the fucking record about what she just said. Is I told her. Let me tell it to you because you know what I mean. Let me just. I wasted all this fucking time coming here. Whatever. But he was more concerned about the spelling errors or something, and I didn't really get to talk to him. So that was fucking stupid. And then I had an endocrinologist appointment after that. And then she just read his report. And apparently in his report, he wrote that he thinks I should take some medicine that I'm fucking allergic to. So obviously he's a fucking idiot and he should have talked to me. And even then, I told the very first appointment that I was allergic to this medicine before. So, yeah, dude. So that went bad. That's like a 20-minute appointment for endocrinology. So that's terrible because that's like another important thing because, you know, I've been trouble losing weight. My metabolism is such ass now and my face has been getting puffy and yeah, dude, so that fucking sucked. Yeah, so I had some, you know, there was some other stuff that happened, but it just basically, it really sucked, dude. Like, they were just like, oh, yeah, they're like, yeah, we're sorry, but you're gonna have to come down here because some of the appointments were messed up and you didn't even get to see a neurologist, but like, don't worry, the neurologists are here really good and you'll be able to try like a lot of different things. Like, they're time, like, we were thinking about doing like Botox for you or something for your headaches. I mean, I don't know, I guess I'd try, but obviously I can't try because I didn't get the fucking appointments because they were scheduled wrong and whatever, it sucked. I mean, because my friend actually they had to drive me down there, and it was a lot of money, and because I actually did get sick one of the nights too. So, I should say the place is nice though, if that matters. I mean, it's not a bad place. Of course, they did a lot of blood tests, and a lot of the blood tests came back, and a lot of them were bad, I guess. But we're gonna have to like discuss it or something like that. Get together, and they're like, well, we didn't even get to have like a full discussion because you didn't see all the doctors you were supposed to. It's like, no shit. Yeah, I'm not sure how helpful this vlog is, right? So it was a bad experience. Like I said, the place wasn't that bad. They had like a health place there. I don't know if anyone cares. They had all these weird energy drinks. I don't know. I don't know if you've seen this. I don't know, so I tried this stuff. I don't feel any better, but hey, I tried it, right? They had all these healthy drinks, and I was thinking, because obviously I'm going to have to fucking go back there or something, right? And I should say the hotel was a lot of money, too. And the hotel gives you like a discount because you're a patient, but it was still a lot of money, dude. I would say the hotel smelled really nice, though. It smelled kind of like a weird kind of a mall. It smelled really good. Uh, yeah, so other than that, I guess I'm gonna have to go back. I'm not too horny. They gave me like the ombudsman or something number to complain to and write an email to them because like, yeah, you got fucked, and depending on how badly we think we screwed you up, we would like reimburse you, which hopefully I would like them to, but I'm not. Yeah, I hope so. So yeah, there's a lot of money. And I guess a cool thing about the trip is obviously I went to I don't know if anyone watches Man vs. Food, but I guess there's a place called the Melts in Cleveland, so we went there, and it's basically everything you got to get has cheese on it, and that's pretty fucking awesome. So you can get all these kind of different kinds of cheese, and one of the cheeses they have is just like cheese sticks, right? So I had like this chicken sandwich that had like 10 mozzarella sticks on it. It was pretty fucking awesome. Um, yeah, it was pretty good. For pure novelty and value, it's one of the best places, maybe the best place I've ever eaten at, just because it was like $12 and I couldn't even finish my food, so that's pretty cool even there. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. And went to a couple other restaurants, I guess, but generally I was in the hospital pretty much the whole time. Yeah, none more exciting. I was really hoping that this would just be like the end because, um, like giving up wise, like with modern medicine, but I didn't get to see all the doctors I want to see. Obviously, I have a referral to Mayo Clinic as well, but I chose Cleveland Clinic because it was not going to be quite as much money. And now I'm going to have to go back, so it's probably going to be about as much money as Mayo would have been. Yeah. I guess other than doctors, yeah, doctor stuff's going real bad. This pain in my fucking head is insane, dude. I mean, I've not had a break from it in a long time. Been pretty sick. Other than that, I guess real life stuff. Real life stuff hasn't been going that great either. Real life stuff has not been going that great either. I feel like I don't know. Real life stuff. It could be going worse, though, right? I'm pretty bummed about a lot of stuff that's been going on this year. Besides health, certain social situations have not gone as well as I would have liked them to. So I'm kind of disappointed about some stuff, but it's my grumpy cat face. Yeah, dude. They actually have like a alternative kind of medicine, holistic kind of stuff at Cleveland Clinic though. So I was thinking if I have to drive down there for another week, maybe I'll just try to make an appointment with one of those. Try that kind of stuff. Yeah. Not too informative. I'm kind of lackadaisical about complaining because I'm more defeated than depressed about anything. I just kind of feel like, what's the point? Like I said, bummed about some other stuff that's been going on as well. So I haven't been too horny about many things lately. Obviously people probably are expecting something a little more interesting. I'll put down pictures, I guess, if I took a couple of pictures of shit. Everyone cares, but yeah. It's my awesome gimmick. I would have Pikachu do something, but like I said, Pikachu died during the trip too. So that sucked. Yes. So, whatever, it's November 14th or something, was it? 14th, 2012, yeah.